Hello and welcome to Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and it's Wednesday, January 17th. Tesla has slashed the prices of its Model Y across Europe after it reduced the price of the Model 3 and Y in China. For example, German drivers can now get the Model Y for 42,990 euros, which is a 1,900 euro less than the previous price. Prices were cut by up to 7.7% in the Netherlands, up to 7.1% in Norway, and in a country called France, they cut it 6.7%. This very well could be a response to Chinese automaker BYD. Electrek reported last week that BYD is dropping the prices of their EVs in Germany by as much as 15%, with its Auto 3 model now having the biggest cuts. Volkswagen has also been slashing prices for their ID line in the old world. There's also a bottleneck of production for Tesla, Volvo, and others. Tesla is stopping most of its EV production at Gigafactory Berlin, which builds the Model Y for the European market. This from January 29th to 11th due to the deliveries from China being delayed in the Red Sea. One of the first independent Tesla Cybertruck towing tests shows us that the electric pickup truck got roughly 160 miles of range while towing 6,000 pounds. A YouTube channel called Voyage ATX towed a Model Y on a trailer using the Cybertruck. The owner didn't share the towing load, but it should be roughly 6,000, considering the Model Y is 4,000 pounds, and on U-Haul they show that their trailer is 2,210. Now, the test was done on the freeway, albeit in the slow lane, on camera at least, and the average trip was a consumption rate of 748 watt-hours per mile. Now, to give you a sense of scale, the Model Y, which is a very different vehicle with an aerodynamic shape, consumes about 300 watt-hours per mile. Now, while this certainly isn't an exhaustive test, it does give us a good look at the truck's range performance, as we have seen the acceleration performance more than impressive. 2 months after the first introduction of the first ever lease program for the R1T pickup, Rivian has now expanded the offer to include their R1S SUV. Additionally, the American automaker has extended the lease program to additional territories in the U.S. The electric adventure company now brings a total of 16 states in operation at the moment. The automaker seems to be ramping up production in a healthy way also, as current delivery windows for the R1S Lease are actually just 1 to 2 weeks. Volvo's CEO said that they saw tremendous growth with their electric vehicles, and now claims that Volvo has much more pricing power as it rolls out their cheapest EV so far, which is the EX30, starting at $35,000. On Wednesday, Rowan told Reuters at the Global Markets Forum, quote, "We are not seeing any order cancellations or any slowdown in order intake." Now, the brand's leader confirmed orders for the electric C40 and the new EX30 are strong, even in the U.S. The electric vehicle will be available in 2 versions, a single-motor extended range and a twin-motor performance model. Volvo calls the EX30 a cornerstone of their EV plans, expecting it to become the best seller in the coming years. As a friendly reminder, Electrek wants you to know that electric vehicles fail at a lower rate than gas-powered vehicles in the extreme cold, and we got some data. This is according to the Road Assistance Service in Norway, because after all, in Norway, almost 1 in 4 cars on the road is electric, which makes it really easy to adjust per capita. The country has been experiencing extreme cold conditions since the beginning of the year, and a company called Viking, kind of like AAA, says that they respond to 34,000 assistance requests in the first 9 days of the year, and they said that only 13% of the cases were coming from electric vehicles. Now, while that might not do much for you now, because you might be experiencing some cold, we do have 6 quick tips for how to get the best range out of your electric vehicle this winter. Number 1, park your car in a garage if possible. Number 2, warm up your car's battery. Number 3, don't let the battery charge too low. Number 4, heat the passengers and not the whole entire cabin. Number 5, inflate your tires. And number 6, use eco mode. In today's community comment found on YouTube, Jod RHH says, "Canceled my Tesla reservation after watching this video." Well, Jod RHH, it seems that you must have been on the fence about Tesla in the first place if that's all that it took. The purpose of Quick Charge is to keep you up to date on the latest EV news, not really to give you advice on what kind of car to buy. I really like electric cars, and aside from a few outliers like the Mazda MX-30 or the Hummer EV, I'm quite confident that most people will enjoy whatever modern electric car they wind up with. I mean, they're all crossovers, so let's be honest, there's not a whole lot of major variation within them. It really gets down to the details, which can be important. Many people choose to buy things, not just cars, based on big picture goals or aspirations, reusable cotton swabs to save ocean life, electric cars to save polar bears, or other things. Now, many of the most vocal Tesla owners and investors cite these things as a major motivation, trying to put their money and lifestyle into what they see as a worthy cause, not just the ocean. Now, that's actually not my motivation for electric cars at all. In a strange conflict of character, I don't get philosophical or distant with my vehicle choice, and I especially don't want that for other people. If you want to put your money into Tesla because you feel that you're contributing to saving the world, go right ahead. On the other end, if you want to get a Chevy Silverado EV because your dad was a Chevy man and you're Boy Scout loyal, then, go right ahead. Consumers are a fickle bunch with scattered rationale, leaving a trail that marketers try to follow, but that's a different discussion for a different day. Thanks for watching Quick Charge. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great rationale.